Hi guys, it's Katie here again from Bella Creativa. So this is part of this tutorial series on making this file folder. I've already recorded a flip through on making this whole file folder, and I will link it to this video so that you can go and have a look. The tutorial ended up being really long. Although I filmed it over one day, it was just massively too long. So I have chopped it into parts, and I'm sorry it's a little bit choppy. So I just thought I would film this little intro so that you knew where it all sort of fit in and what we were making at the end. So this is the file folder. I made this file folder using this set of file folders, SVG files, and it also comes as a set of printable templates. In the description box below, I will have written all of the pieces that I used and how many of each piece I cut out to make this. I also wanted to mention that in the video, I actually cut out all my mats out of this very vibrant orange cardstock and matted sort of as I went along, using these as templates that I could just trace around and cut out. So I just wanted to mention that because that is another way to do it. You don't have to use your Cricut for everything, or your electronic cutting machine. And so sometimes I like to use my SVG files like this. If I'm using paper and I just particularly want a section of that piece of paper, then I can easily line up my template to do that. Sometimes I'm just sitting here and I'm watching a video and I can't be bothered loading and unloading my Cricut. Sometimes I want to use a tiny little scrap of paper. So, you know, the SVG files and the printable templates are a tool, and you can use them any way you like. It's basically what I wanted to say. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'm sorry it's a little bit choppy with the way I had to split it up, but I thought it would save you sitting and watching a very, very long tutorial. So anyway, I'll link the video tutorial now. So thanks for your time. See you guys soon. Bye. Okay guys, I'm back, and I have cut a few of the mats out using my templates, and I thought I'd just do that off camera to save a bit of time. And I also did a couple of other things. So I've started to do some more matting on the inside, and so we've got some mats happening in here. And I changed that out. So you remember that I had this pocket here, and I wasn't happy because I used the wrong pocket. And I had the center tab, so I did pull it off and replaced it with the bottom tab. So I'm much happier now. See, that looks much better, I think. And I've matted that page as well, and I've matted this page as well. So I have done a little bit of matting, but now we're back to this one here. So I have cut the bottom mat for my base page, which is one of these mats here. They're both the same. So I'm going to glue that one on. My glue is flowing a little bit better now, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to pop this mat on here. Pretty happy with that. And then I have this pocket here, one of the bottom pockets, and I've just already popped the mat on that to save a bit of time too, but this is bottom pocket 2, and I'm just going to stick bottom pocket 2 on the bottom. So I'm going to flip it over and put a couple of little dots on here. Put a little dot in here. Come on, glue. There we go. And here, I'll fold that bottom tab up. Press it down. I'll give it a little burnish. Get the glue off the table. Okay, and then I'm just, I feel like there's a little, I'm being really pedantic, but it's got that little tiny little corner bit there. Don't like that. Dogs are up. Did you hear that bark? The next door neighbour's dog barked, and now dog barked as well. One of our dogs. And I'm just going to pop that little bottom pocket down there. So that's quite a nice deep pocket. So I'll pop this one on here. And pop this one down here. Make sure it's lined up. Just going to pick up my page and make sure it's lined up at the bottom. Happy with that. Nice. And then I have one of these little small pockets again. So this is the small pocket here. So we've already used that one before, and this time I'm going to pop my little pocket on my bottom pocket on top of it like that. I think that'll be nice. So I'm going to glue this tab down. So this time we're using this pocket going this way. And pop that down. Like so. And then I think I want to put the little doobie thing in there. So I'll just grab my pencil. The wrong way around. And find my little halfway mark again. And if you can eyeball this, then you should definitely do that. But I think to myself, oh, I'm just going to eyeball it, and then I'm never happy with it, and I end up cutting the piece out and doing it all over again. So I'm just going to slide that in here. Give it a punch. Pop that back. And erase my little mark. And put a little ink there. Perfect. And then I can push these two tabs in. Put a little glue on those. Like so. Fold that over. And then I can decide where I'm going to put it. So I'm thinking I might like it there. So we have a little something poking out. We've got room to have something little poking out of there. So let's just go ahead and do that. Pop that down on here. Again, I feel like it's got a little bit dangling out the bottom, so let me just cut that off. Okay, I'll pop that down on there. Oop. Like so. And then I have the mat to go on that, and I also need to chop the little notch out, and then I can pop that down on there. But I won't waste your time. I'm just going to slide it in there for now, and then we can just go on to the next page. So this pocket's a little close here, it seems like. I'm going to turn over. Yeah, it just needs a little. Let's put that back in there so it doesn't get lost. There we go. So I've already popped a mat on this page as well, and I've cut some bits out for this one. And I have got one of the side pockets. Which one is this? I think it might be side pocket 4. Yeah, side pocket 4. And I'm just going to pop this one down on here as a pocket, so we don't need to trim anything off. I'm just going to give it a bit more of a burnish. Encourage those folds to stay folded. And I'll just put a little bit of glue on each of those little corners to help me out. Okay, and then I can just put some glue all the way around. All the way around. Whoops. And then I'm just going to glue it on this page. Now, which way do I want to... Which way works for me? think this way. And just pop it down on that page. Glue it down. Give it a burnish and make sure it's well stuck. There we go. And then I have cut the mat for that one as well. So let's pop that mat on. I think we'll go with this way. Still feeling a bit croaky. These cold mornings don't like my throat, I don't think. Or my throat doesn't like these cold mornings. Okay, I'm going to put that one down on there. Make sure I'm happy with where it is. Like so. And then I have another one of these little small pockets. So again, that's this little guy here. And this time I'm going to put him this way and he will fit right on that little pocket there. So I'll put the mat in here. We won't do the mat now, but we will make this little pocket and pop him on. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this tab again. Fold that down. I'm just going to put a little notch in it again with my envelope punch board. Where have I put my... I need this little ruler to be a different colour so I can find it. I would say about there. Draw a little line. Whip out my envelope punch board again. And of course you don't have to do this. This is just my preference at the moment. Get that little bit. Erase that off. Put a little bit of ink on there. And then flip it over again and put a bit of glue here and here. Fold that bottom tab over to hold them all in place. If I've got any little funny corners, this is a good time to trim them off. And then we can pop this on here on the bottom and it will fit right there perfectly on that bottom pocket, on that pocket at the bottom. Alright, so let's pop this on here. There we go. That'll do. The glue says that's where it's staying. So then I would also put my notch in my little mat and attach my mat on there like that. But I will save that little job for later as well. So that's that page. And then we have the inside back cover. And I like to do a little envelope on here. So I've already cut out some bits and pieces. First of all, we have our base page mat, which I'm just going to pop on here. So let's just go ahead and do that. You won't really see too much of this, so you don't actually have to use the whole mat, but I've cut it out and I'm going to use it. So I'm going to pop this on here, like so. Oh, no, I'm not. Wait, stop, hold everything. Let's pull that side up. We can stick this side down, but I'm going to stick my envelope flip in there. Silly me, this little guy here. So I've got my envelope flip 1, which is this one here, envelope flip 1. I've cut one of those out, and I'm just going to put some glue on this long tab. Should have done this before I stuck the mat down. But all is not lost. Okay, so let's lift up this mat. And we're going to pop this down on here, making sure that it doesn't interfere with this fold here. And I'm happy with where that is. Let me pull this over. It needs to come down a bit. Come down, come down, come on. There we go. Right. Now we can put this mat down. Just pop some glue on here again. Just glue dries super quick. Okay, and then slide this down. There we go. Now we're okay. There we go. So then I have this pocket here. So this is side pocket 2. This one here with the tab in the middle, that's the one that I've chosen to use. This is going to be the bottom of my envelope, so I'll glue this down on here and then my envelope will flip over on there like that. I'm going to start by just gluing on this long tab though, because I want to put a closure on here and it will be easier to do before I stick the whole thing in. So let's just put some glue on this tab to, whoops, glue flying. Let's put some glue on here. And we're just going to glue this down on here. Like so. Make sure that I've aligned it up. Make sure it's not too close to that spine. Let's stick it down. Okay, we're happy with that? I think so. There we go. So then I'm going to put a closure on here. So I'm going to mat the top of this. I have a mat here. Let me pop that on there. So let's do that. Love these flowers. Love. Okay, and pop this one on here. So this is the mat for envelope flip 1. Okay. And now I'm going to put a closure on here. So I've already made a couple of those little discs. So I've just used my 1-inch punch. I've punched them 3 times, sandwiched them together with some glue to make them nice and strong, and then punched a hole in the middle, or at least sort of in the middle. So then I'm just going to decide where they're going to go. So I think this one's going to go here. So I'll just put a little circle there. And then this one will go over here, I think. So put a little circle there. Okay, and then I'm going to use my awl and put a little punch hole here. And the same with this one. A little punch hole here. Okay. So I have got some little brads here. So I'm just going to poke my little brad through this one and then through this hole here and close up or open up those legs nice and flat. And I'm just going to, what have I got? I've got a bit of washi here. I'm just going to put a bit of washi over the top so that when you slide things in, hopefully they won't get stuck on those feet. You won't see it, so it can be anything you like. I could have used sticky tape, but it's buried under a whole pile of other stuff. Alright, so now we can just put some glue on these tabs and seal up our envelope pocket. flip that one over, push it down. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with this side, but I'm going to try to thread this little bit of string through to start with. And try. Okay, it's really hairy. Oh, that was easy. It was easy. I'll hold it down with a little bit of washi. And I'll just pull it. We don't need so much. And just stick that on there. Hold it down. Okay, then how much do we need? We'll go around a couple of times like that. Maybe if I just trim it off here, that should be fine. Okay, and then I've got another brad and I've got another one of my little discs. I'm going to thread it through that hole. I'm going to try. Come on, don't be difficult. The legs are already a little bit spread. Okay, there we go. And fold those flat. Okay, and then I'm going to put my mat on top of all of that little mess there. Clean that up. And pop that on there. Just going to spin it around so I can line it up. Needs to come down a little bit there. There we go. Make sure it's sealed around here nicely. And there's our little envelope in the back. How cute is that? Love it. All right, so I'm going to just slide that around there and around there. Could probably do it again. There we go. So that's that one. So then we just have this little flippity-doo-dah here to go. So I've already cut some mats for that. Okay. I've got 2 mats, one for each side. And I think I'll go with the spots on the inside. I need my corner punch. Wherever I put that. Ouch. There it is. Okay. Put the ink on there. We can pop that one down on here. I'm nearly done. So then I just need to have a little bit of fun decorating the inside, putting any mats in that I haven't already put in. And I'm thinking I'm going to make a little planner to go inside it. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Or will I do a journal? I don't know. Or maybe I'll do a combo. Okay, so on this side I'm thinking about a corner pocket. So I have already cut out a corner pocket in this little, there it is. Here's my little corner pocket. It's going to go down here like this. So I'll just put a little dot of glue there. And I've already put the mat on it just to save a bit of time because I know this video is going to be long. Okay, and I'm going to put this little pocket down here. So easy, just so easy. And all these pieces, you know, fit together really well. So you can try all sorts of things and do all sorts of different things. This is just one way that you could do it. And you could take a page from here and a page from a different one and, you know, make it the way you want it to be. Okay, and then we're just going to give this a little burnish here, make sure that it folds nicely. And then on this side, we're going to pop this mat. So I need to put it that way. I might round the corner. A little bit of, and then a bit of glue. And pop that one down. Like so, straps. And then I've got some final little pieces to go on here. So I'm going to make another little envelope, and I'm going to use, let's pop this to the side for a minute. And I'll show you what I've got. I have got a bottom pocket 3. I've got the mats for it too. This is bottom pocket 3. Then I have got another one of the small pockets. This is the most useful little piece. So I've got one of the small pockets here. And I've got a mat for that. And then I've got envelope flip 2, which is this little guy here. And I have 2 mats for that. So let's make a little envelope. So the first thing we need to do is cut off this tab. In this instance, we don't want that tab. So I'll just use my scissors. That'll be hilarious. So I'm just going from here to there. Trim that off. We're going to pull a little bit of ink there. Okay, and then we're going to attach our envelope flip to this, and I'm just going to stick it on the back. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on here and slide it under there. Make sure it's lined up. Okay, and then give it a burnish. You stuff it down. Okay. And then we can put the mat on the inside here. So this is my inside mat for my bottom pocket 3. Okay. It just makes it nice and pretty on the inside too. And then I'm going to take my small pocket and I'm going to fold over this guy, this tab here, and glue it down, the long tab. Just going to glue that down like we have for all of the other pockets. And then I'm going to put some glue on this tab here and attach it to the bottom here. I might fold in all of these tabs and fold this one under so I can make sure that I'm lining it up on the bottom pretty well. So, I'm going to put some glue on here. I've got to do it this way. Why do I have to do it that way? I don't know. Pop it on there. I don't know if I line that up very well. Give it a good burnish. Stay put. Okay. That's alright. I'm just going to trim off a little bit off this tab because I can see it poking out underneath. Can't see that one right. Alright, and then I'm going to put my mat on top of here and my mat on top of here, just like we did for the last envelope. So I'm just going to pop this on here. Pop that on here. here. And pop this one down, like so. Something like that. There we go. Now I can figure out where I'm going to put the closure for this one as well. So I have got some other little discs, but these ones are smaller. I thought they might be better to have smaller little discs for my smaller little envelope. So I think these might be 1/2 inch. And so I'm just going to work out where they're going to go. So one will go here. So let's put a little circle there. Ooh, where did it go? Where did it go? There. And then one can go about there. I think that might be right. Let's have a look. There. Okay, and there. Okay. Right, I'm going to poke my holes with my little awl again. This one. Okay, and then I've got some more brads. So I'm going to put one of these in the bottom. Like so. Open it out, find my little bit of washi. And just pop that on there. And then we can glue that up. So let's put some glue on these tabs. That one and that one. And flip it over. Press it down. I'm just going to try and get it to line up a little bit better while the glue's still wet. I'll give it a burnish. Stay there. Okay. Right, and then we can do the same with this one. So I'm going to put a little bit of string in there again. Some of this hairy string. A little bit of tape. Like so. And then another brad and another disc. And feed that through. And flatten out those little legs. And then we can put the mat on top of that. Clean up that mess. Pop this on here. Make sure it's stuck over the top there nicely. And we have a little cute little envelope. Okay, so let's see how much string we need. Let's just go with that, shall we? Okay, now we can bring our book back and pop this in, and it's the last thing we really need to do in this video, in this tutorial. So I'm going to put this little guy down the bottom here, like so. I need to round the corner. That was a bit silly because now I've got so many thicknesses. I probably should have thought about that first. Let's see if I can do it. Ready? I think we did okay. Okay, so then I'm going to pop him on here like that. And we're just going to put glue on the tab, so then it's also a pocket behind it, which is kind of cool. So let's start by putting the glue at the bottom of these tabs just to make it a little bit easier. flip that one over. Oh, look how cute you are. Cute. Okay, and then put some glue on these tabs. And try and line it up on the bottom. I'm just going to pull that flip up so I can sort of line it up. Make sure it's lined up along here. And that is that little pocket guy there. So let's just give it a bit of a burnish. Make sure it's attached. There we go, cute as a button. Wrap that around. And that is our file folder so far, and that's about it for this tutorial. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go away and decorate the cover. I will probably cut another spine and stick it on the top there just to make it extra strong. And then I will go through and I'm going to cut lots of little tabs here to cover up all my little tabs that I've got here. I can make some inserts for my big insert pocket here, and my one the same at the back. And I'll make some tabs to go on these and on here, put some little bits and pieces in pockets and do some embellishing. And the same here. In the center I will put a mat here, and I'm thinking that I will use this centerpiece and put in a little planner, I think. So in other ones that I've made, I've put in little junk journals, little single signature junk journals in here. And we can fill up our pockets and attach the rest of our mats, and that's it, we'll be done. We've got this big pocket at the back here as well, so we've got masses of places to store things. So I know this has been quite a long tutorial, so thank you for persevering to the end if you're still here. Oh, I just wanted to show you. Remember when we cut the tabs off our pockets, and I was saying, like this one here, one I didn't use, because I can't remember what I was going to do. If you ever cut that off, and I was thinking, oh, you know, we cut these off all the time, maybe I could make paper beads out of them. So here's what I did. I rolled up 4 little bits that I'd cut off pockets. I just rolled them up into paper beads, and then I just covered them with a little bit of the paper that I had left, and so I've got some little paper beads, and they were just made from the little scraps. So I'll be able to attach those somewhere as well. Alright, thanks very much guys for persevering with me through this long video. If you're interested, you can pick the SVG files or the printable templates up in my Etsy store, and also the paper that I used today, the Vintage Plum Roses, is also available in my Etsy store, as are the planner pages. Thanks very much for your time. I'll let you go. Bye for now. Bye.